Hello, welcome back to Gas Buto Tabletop Football for about take 6 of this video because I'm at home and a lot of people keep interfering. Noises outside, dogs barking, all sorts of carry on, and I'm going to be honest here, I'm starting to get a bit ratty about it. So let's try and get it done and then we can all move on with our lives. Right, so this is the second tournament review of the Bristol Ball. We've had in this one, let me move the cursor so we can have a look, matches 5 and 6, but also the postponed feature, match 2 between Somerset City and Bristol Rovers. Now, we're not going to make loads of jokes about City today. What we're going to say there is Steve Toy played a wonderful game there. He got the 3 goals in. Therefore took the 3 points, went away. He's very happy about that, and it is well deserved. He played an excellent game. Rovers couldn't do it on the day. Now, moving on from that, Rovers did level out a little bit in their next game, which was match 5. They were playing legends of Gasbuto Tabletop Football Mangotsfield and managed to get a 1-1. Now, you can see a lot of things about that. 3 points lost, 1 point gained. You let me know. Rovers seem to struggle in these tournaments and Mangotsfield tend to fly. So I think for Rovers, that's quite a good result. They've got a point there against Mangotsfield. Come on, fair play. So 1 point there for both of those teams. Then, of course, yesterday, if you watched that video yet, you will have seen the Nags Head versus Bristol City again. Again, not going to make any jokes here, right? Bristol City played a good game there. They had plenty of chances, but I think what let them down was the inconsistency, if I'm getting a bit Subbuteo technical about it, inconsistency in the weight of those figures. So they are a lightweight zombie, a figure on a lightweight base, zombie figure on a lightweight base. There is something in the bases, like a little washer. Whether or not they're all equal or not, does seem a little bit random how some of them move, but nonetheless, they gave it a good go. Unfortunately, Nags Head took home the points with that 92nd minute goal. 92nd minute. No, that's not right, is it? 22nd minute goal. But you know what I mean. Right at the end, they managed to get a goal in, and there really was no coming back for that for the Pride of North Somerset. Are they the Pride of North Somerset? Perhaps Weston-super-Mare is. Who's the biggest pride of North Somerset? Do you think it's Bristol City or Weston-super-Mare? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, no, I said I wasn't going to make jokes. Right, come on, crack on. Let's look at the table. So this is the situation we have at the minute. Nags Head with that extra win there puts them on 6 points, leading the table. Still got 2 games to play. 2 wins so far. Can they carry on that amazing run? Got a reasonable goal difference, but, doing well. Mangotsfield, 2 games played, 1-1, draw 1. But, hey, we all saw what Mangotsfield did in Gasbuto League. That's what their stats were kind of like then. And then they went away with it, romped away in the cup final. So they're second place with 4 points. Then we got homeside Gasbuto FC. Only played 1 match. Are these going to be the dark horses of the tournament? Because if we look back up at the fixture list, their last 3 games sort of concurrent for the last 3 games. So anything could happen there. That's a bit like, that can be a bit of a sort of chalice of doom, though. If you remember, Spirit Subbuteo and Gasbuto League had this sort of situation where loads of the games were like in the last round. And then there was a bit of talk about them being sort of, could they be the dark horse of the tournament? Didn't pan out. They ended up losing the entire thing. So could be good, could be bad. A lot of pressure there. So we'll see how they get on. Then we got our old friend City, played all their matches now. So that was that for them. 4 matches played, 1 win, fair play, 3 losses. I don't think that's all unfair. Come on, if you watch their matches, a lot of it landed how it was. So that's just the way it is. Got 3 points though. Obviously they're not going to go further up the table. No matches left to play, but whether they stay in that 4th spot or not really depends on the best team in the world, of course, Bristol Rovers. Still got 2 games left to play, 2 games in hand. Can they get anything out of that? I mean, if they get 2 draws, could equal City, depends on the goal difference. If they get a win, which is obviously what they're going to be looking for, then, you know, something could happen there. Let's have a look, actually. What's going on here? Have we missed one out? Rovers have played 3 games. Hang on. Stats are wrong. So Rovers have only got 1 game left now. So if you look, they played on second match, loss, a loss against the Nags Head, and then a draw against Mansfield. So yeah, that has been updated there. So bit of a fucking, I just swore then, bit of a darker view all of a sudden for Rovers, because those stats weren't updated correctly. So they've actually drawn 1, lost 2. I mean, they need a win now to get off that bottom spot. Let's have a look who they got next, of course. Against homeside Gasputio. Battle of the heavyweights. Oh, God, that's going to be tricky. Is this another tournament where Rovers are just totally underperforming? They're a very difficult team to support, I tell you that. But anyway, that's just the way it is. So that's the situation. So in the next round coming up, we've got Mansfield versus Nags Head, the top 2. That's an interesting game, so you can go top with that. Then we got Gasputio coming into the matches against Mansfield. Gasputio then against Bristol Rovers. And then we'll have another round review before the last game, which will be, of course, Nags Head versus Gasputio. Right, so that's that. Now, there is actually going to be a little bit of a break from Bristol Ball before we see any of the more matches. I will... Basically, I'm trying something out. Bit of an experiment. Never done something quite as expansive as this before in video terms. But I'm going to try it out. If it works, you'll see it. If you don't see it, I'll let you know in the next video that it just didn't work. But bear with it. It's because there's going to be a little bit of a break. And then if it all comes together in a few days, there should be quite an interesting video to watch if you like football. All right? Anyway, until next time, here at Gasputio Tabletop Football, up the gas.